live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
It's that time of year. Summer is coming to an end, but State Line families help get some extra help to make sure their kids have everything they need for a successful school year. A long-standing tradition continues, what it means for local tribes as they honor their ancestors and the mounds. A local veteran is honored for his service, how the city of Belvidere is keeping his memory alive. Good evening, I'm Taylor Castro. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Illinois Supreme Court has upheld the state assault weapons ban. Friday's vote was 4-3. The law bans the sale, delivery, and purchase of assault weapons and large capacity magazines. There are exemptions for law enforcement. People who already own those weapons must register them with the state police. The ban was passed just months after last year's deadly shooting at the Highland Park 4th of July parade. Governor Pritzker signs a bill to expand access to gender-neutral bathrooms. House Bill 1286 eliminates red tape that was blocking businesses, universities, and building owners from adopting gender-neutral, multiple-occupancy bathrooms. Previous law required gendered facilities be available before gender-neutral options could be implemented. That was blocking businesses with less resources and space from being able to decide and implement the bathroom arrangement that best serves their customers. The new law does not require any businesses to change their bathrooms. The new school year is just around the corner and back-to-school shopping is in full swing. Our Nicole Delgado visited a couple places that are making it easier for families. Nicole?
That's right, Taylor. School vibes are definitely back, and it's time for kids to hit the books. That's why local churches are providing free school supplies to the community.
I'm glad to see a lot of people out because that means everybody is going to have a chance to take advantage of the opportunities here.
Kat Gatewood attended the 9th annual Back to School extravaganza hosted by Empowering Word Christian Center. Kat says having events like this allows parents to be able to put resources elsewhere for back to school.
It takes a little pressure off of us as parents. You know, it lightens the load for us. Like even if it's just this one book bag, right? That's one less thing I gotta get for my child and everybody else in here too.
2 local churches are giving back to the community and free school supplies. Ministries of Restoration had been doing their school supplies giveaway for over 13 years. Pastor Ruby Martin says it's important to show that we care. They gave over 700 backpacks filled with school supplies.
It's an opportunity for not only the children from preschool and young adults to college to get backpacks. The bags are a starter to get into the class, and that's what's important.
And the free deals don't stop. From backpacks to haircuts and more. Pastors at Empowering Word Christian Center, Alvin and Latoya White, tell me they know there are families in need. This is just one way to help and invest in the youth.
We're giving away backpacks, we're giving away Chromebooks, smartphone plans, we're giving away tablets, we're giving away gift cards, $50 gift cards to Foot Locker and Champ Sports. Yes. We're giving away a lot.
Kat tells me not only does this help financially, but also to be a better parent.
Having events like this help to, restore parents. It helps to reduce stress, which then in turn promotes better parenting.
Both churches hope to have a bigger and better annual back-to-school event next year. Taylor?
Thanks, Nicole. Speaking of the end of summer, Sunday is the last day to check out the state's biggest county fair. There's plenty going on at the Boone County Fair in Belvidere, an alpaca costume show in the morning, pedal pushers pull, and 2 demolition derbies are some of the highlights. Of course, there will be lots of rides, live music, and tasty food. Tomorrow is also the last day. The Alpine Park Pool will be open for the summer. Harkins Aquatic Center and Sand Park Pool close next weekend. A Rockford road is closed for an emergency water main repair. North Rockton Avenue is closed at Bruce Street to all traffic heading southbound, while Rockford Public Works makes the necessary repairs. The work is expected to take 3 to 5 days. A tradition takes place in a Rockford park. Various tribes gather to honor their history and their ancestors. The Native American Awareness Committee of Rockford held the 25th annual Honor the Mounds gathering in Beatty Park. People come to show their respect and remember those who built the mounds. A sacred fire burns during the event, then there is a social gathering in celebration after. It's a tradition that has grown over the years.
The spirit is so uplifted, and as we try to remind everyone about that part of it, of the spiritual, how they should feel about themselves, how they should honor and uplift their spirit, because that's the growth of all nations, is when we feel good about ourselves and feel good about each other.
The event started in 1992. A Belvidere Street is renamed to remember a Vietnam War veteran. This morning, Belvidere's Logan Avenue was dedicated in remembrance of Jeffrey Earl Smith. The street is now Jeff Smith Memorial Avenue. The ceremony was held at VFW Post 1461. Smith paid the ultimate sacrifice in Vietnam on March 7, 1968.
Vietnam veterans, as we all know, were not welcome back home upon their return very graciously, I'll put it that way. But I've always thought that was wrong, and Jeff certainly was one of 58,318 service members that lost their life, and I thought we should do better. We should memorialize him, and so we have.
You can learn more about Smith's story by reading Our Brother's Keeper. It's written by his brother, Jedwin Smith. One of the loud noises from a jet flying over parts of the Chicago area earlier today didn't come from a commercial aircraft. It was a DC-8 aircraft operated by the NASA Armstrong Flight Research Center. The purpose of the flyover was to collect data on air quality and pollution sources. The plane also conducts many other scientific projects. Some of them include tests and analysis for geology, hydrology, meteorology, and oceanography. NASA has several such planes involved in the airborne projects. The search for loved ones continues in Maui. Coming up, the latest on the wildfires that have devastated Hawaiian communities.
And temperatures have reached back into the mid-80s again, even after yesterday's cold front. However, the cooler trend not here to stay for too much longer. I'll let you know when even 80s and 90s again are possible in the forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Taylor Castro, Reagan Holgate, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
The excitement of football season is in the air, but a new Boston University study shows repeated heavy hits to the head while playing football might increase the risk of developing Parkinson's disease. Researchers using data from the Michael J. Fox Foundation found participants who had a history of playing organized tackle football were 61% more likely to be diagnosed with Parkinson's. The numbers were even higher for those who played football at higher levels, professionally or in college. Those athletes were nearly 3 times as likely to have Parkinson's compared to those who played at the youth or high school levels. At least 80 people have died in the wildfires across Hawaii, making it the deadliest natural disaster in the state's history. Many residents forced to evacuate with only a few minutes warning. Their homes now completely gone. Firefighters continue to battle the flames as FEMA is on the island assessing the extent of the damage. Melissa Adon has more from Maui.
Residents of the historic town of Lahaina finally allowed to return home days after the devastating fires in Hawaii swept through communities, leaving behind a path of destruction.
You just want to see what's left, but nothing.
Nothing. All gone.
In West Maui, a new wildfire broke out overnight, forcing residents in Ka'anapali to evacuate. Hawaii emergency management records show there were no warning sirens alerting people to evacuate. Instead, alerts went to cell phones, TVs, and radio stations. But power and cellular outages limited their reach. Kessa Stoddart and her family lost their home.
No warning. We are supposed to get, on your cell phone, evacuation notices, alerts. We got nothing.
The flames also tearing through this Kula neighborhood. Akani Joseph's father spent decades building this multi-generational home. It's now completely gone.
There's things you think you'll always have. Like things
Do you think you'll give it to your children?
The community coming together to help, some taking to the water to bring in supplies to those stranded. Nurse practitioner Natalie Plotkin hoping she can help.
We're going to go down to Maui. We heard there's some people down there that have a lot of burn wounds, so we're going to go check it out.
And the Cajun Navy, known for its work during disasters along the Gulf Coast, now in Maui.
People think it's the fire or the flood or the tornado. It's really the crisis and the aftermath, and that's what we're here to do, is to look after the people, really the elderly.
FEMA is providing federal assistance, but keep in mind the lack of power, communication, internet is making it so difficult for families to reunite with loved ones that are missing.
That was Melissa Adon reporting from Maui. After a few late night storms, we saw a sun-filled Saturday with highs in the 80s. Jordan lets us know if we'll see more sunshine for the rest of the weekend or if rain chances will return.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Even after this morning's cold front that brought some storms last night, temperatures still made their way into the 80s here locally. We had some pretty gusty winds, especially behind that front. Winds now out of the northwest, gusting to around 20 or 25 miles per hour in some instances at points during the day today. However, we still remained a lot on the warmer side, with many spots reaching back into the mid-80s, and that's still where we sit. 84 in Rockford and in Janesville, 83 in Freeport, 82 in Rochelle, 81 in DeKalb. And many of our dew points are sitting in the 50s, a little bit less humid than where we were yesterday, with that cold front helping to clear us out. Still seeing wind speeds out of the west or northwest at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, with those gusts close to 20 miles an hour, again, in some instances. But we were left with clear skies and plenty of sunshine out there, all of the rain clearing off to our south and our southeast, and that's where that cold front sits now, well off toward that direction. Skies crisp and blue out there. A Poplar Grove Airport SkyTrack camera showing off just a few clouds with some lingering low-level moisture that is producing at least a little bit of those cloud cover, but nothing in the way of precipitation, and that's going to remain the case through the rest of the night tonight. Temperatures only falling back into the low 60s, still a little bit cooler than where we were last night because we have less humidity. So down to the 60-degree mark is where we head. Winds still out of the northwest at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. A pleasant night leads to a pleasant start to the day tomorrow. Temperatures, however, do warm their way back into the mid-80s for the afternoon, getting back up to 84 degrees for your Sunday. We do have increasing clouds and then additionally rain chances starting to work their way in as we get later on into the afternoon and going into the evening. Futurecast keeps our skies clear tonight, and it does show a few spots could even dip into the mid-50s if we stay clear a little bit longer and if those dew points remain a little bit on the lower side. However, I do think some spots could remain in the low 60s. A little bit more cloud cover once we get into the middle of the day tomorrow, and then rain chances following thereafter. Not a whole lot of rain and not any very heavy rain, but just a few isolated showers for the afternoon and going into the evening. Then we get some heavier rain that starts to work its way in as we get into the very early part of Monday morning. So a little bit of a wider look, and this is kind of what we're going to be seeing with that rain working its way in. That's ahead of another system that will continue to spin around over the Great Lakes. That's going to bring us increasing rain chances as we get into your Monday afternoon, as well as some breezier conditions for that time as well. Then we get into the middle of the week, and we have kind of a back and forth pattern here. That low pressure system going to strengthen over the Great Lakes, but lurking out to the west comes another high pressure, and that's going to bring us a ridge. That's going to bring additionally warm temperatures for the middle of the week. Another cold front comes in Wednesday going into Thursday, but then once that moves out, that heat is going to set in, and it looks like next weekend going into the early part of the week after that, we're going to be seeing some much warmer temperatures coming into the forecast, including 90s going to be possible. In the short term, though, very cool for your Monday afternoon. Chances for rain late, especially as we get into there. I don't think I've actually updated some of these graphics on the 7-day, but at least the temperatures are correct, returning back into the 80s for next week.
Thanks, Jordan. Reagan's in next with sports. The Bears kicking off preseason action with a bang. Plus, a visit to the Belvidere Bucks and what we can expect from them this season.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
The wait is over, Bears fans. We finally got to see Justin Fields and the new look Bears take the field this afternoon against Tennessee in the first of 3 preseason games. After the Titans scored on their opening drive, the Bears able to respond. Fields off the screen to DJ Moore. And I mean, this duo, they are just too good. 62 yards to the house. Welcome to Chicago, Mr. Moore. Next Bears possession, Fields escapes pressure, dumps it off to Khalil Herbert on the screen, and he starts zipping around the defense here. He'll fight his way into the end zone for the 56-yarder. Fields finishes his outing 3 for 3 for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not too bad. Now, late second quarter, all tied at 14. Malik Willis strip sacked by Terrell Lewis, and rookie Zach Pickens pounces on it. 8 sacks today for the Bears, the most for this team in a preseason game since 2018. The Bears leading by 6 in the final minute, trying to ice this one out, and rookie Braylon Trahan will do just that. Picks off Will Levis to seal the deal. Bears win preseason game 1, 23-17. The Cubs able to close this one out with a win in Toronto, 5-4. That's 18 of their last 24. And the White Sox just getting things started with the Brewers. No score yet in the first inning. The Belvidere Bucks remain focused on rebuilding the program after another disappointing season last year. And this football team is determined to get back on the map. That's where we take you tonight as we continue our high school football previews.
Toughness, pride, and obviously the determination.
Those are the 3 words head coach Tony Ambrosio would use to describe his Bucks this year.
We're in a blue-collar town, blue-collar mentality. We got to come to work and we got to grind.
And these guys have been grinding all summer, putting in the work to get better after a winless 2022 season.
As long as these kids are here every day and they listen, they have really put in a lot of work this season. So hopefully we got that going for us.
I think we'll have a great season this year. Probably win some more games, not like last year.
Let's go! Belvidere has had one goal in mind from day one, and that's to be able to compete in the NIC-10 conference.
If we can go into every game and we can compete in the games or in the conference, we're hoping that we can get some games then.
Definitely got to get some wins under our belt. I'd like to end my senior year with a bang.
Quarterback Gunnar Vornma is going to play another big role with this offense in his final year as the Bucks try and get a win on the board.
We're starting to rebuild an O-line. That's going good for us. We got a pretty good receiver core, and now we have 2 returning varsity quarterbacks, and I think offensively we've got a lot going for us.
Trey Williams is the other returning quarterback, and senior Jason Dean will lead the receiving room this year.
He's had 2 nice years with us, and now, coming into his senior year, we're expecting a lot out of him.
He's just always been athletic. He's always fun to play with. Hopefully this season we'll do some things with me and him and see if we can really get the offense going.
The 2023 season is shaping up to be another step in the right direction for the Purple and Gold.
We're here building the program up, and they're going to be part of it. This is going to be their legacy.
And make sure you tune in tomorrow at this time where I'll preview the Forest and Cardinals. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
The 7-day forecast finally correct now, showing a slight chance for rain tomorrow, chances of showers and cooler on Monday, and then back into the 80s by next week.
Thanks, Jordan. Thank you for joining us.